Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our small town church-run food pantry that allows you to come in twice a month. They have set days and set hours, and you get to shop, which means you get to pick and choose what you want and say no to the things that you can't use and yes to the things that you can, which is lovely for us because we do have some dietary restrictions. My husband and I have to eat low carb. But I have 5 kids and we homeschool, so they are home all day, every day, and eat a lot of food. Kids, I'm telling you. So let's jump in and see what we were blessed with today. I did go ahead and shove it all on the counter this time. I may regret that. We'll find out. So back here we have some canned fruit. I passed on the canned vegetables this time because I have some cans still. And I didn't want to take something that somebody else could use. So these are the big cans, which is awesome. So there's some fruit cocktail and peaches and pineapple chunks. There's a thing of pancake syrup, a bottle of blue cheese dressing. And it was funny because we realized that the whole thing is in Spanish, which is totally fine. I have the information off of it that I need, and I could figure out the rest if I needed to. A big jar of crunchy peanut butter, which my kids will be ecstatic about. 3 taco seasonings. 2 of these cheddar broccoli rice and sauce. These are so nice during the winter. Cook these up, add in a can of diced chicken and some extra veg to it and some broth, and you have soup. And by doing that, even just one of these would probably feed all of my kids for lunch. Excuse me. She actually gave me, I think, 4 of these because she said nobody else was taking them, but my husband and I liked them. So I was like, oh yeah, we liked them. And she's like, okay, good. So take some extra. Fresh produce I took in for, unfortunately, the last time. I took in the rest of the tomatoes that were slowly ripening, bell peppers, small peppers, and like little snack peppers from like you get from Aldi, and some jalapenos. And unfortunately, that's the end. I don't have anything coming out of the garden. The chickens are now on the garden, so I'm kind of bummed that I don't get to help anymore. But I'm already making plans for planting extra next year, so I have even more to donate next year. So because of that, you'll see less produce because a large portion of the produce was what we donated. And obviously I'm not going to take it. So we got some grapes, a couple things of blackberries that I may have already eaten a couple out of, and 3 crowns of some beautiful broccoli. All right, let's see here. I picked up 1 thing of raisin cinnamon bagels and 1 thing of raisin cinnamon bread. Set that down there so it's out of the way, and then move it off to the side so I don't step on it. We got a bunch of snacky things. There is this pack of, I think it was 6 of the Skinny Pop, yes, of the Skinny Pop white cheddar popcorn. That will work for snacks for my kids. We're also going to set that down. There is a 6-pack of the veggie straws that will probably work for snacks or lunches for my kids, and I'm going to set that off to the side as well, making a little bit more room here. She gave us 2 more of these dark and white chocolate gingerbread thingies. My kids devoured those, had no issue with eating them. She said nobody else wants them. So I don't know. Maybe my kids are bougie. There are 3 bags of the white cheddar sour cream ruffles. There's 2 bags of these. They're kind of like Skittles in that they're like a hard shell with a chewy inside, but they're very, very sour. I decided I was going to open up a pack and let the kids have some on the way home, but they ended up being really sticky, but then also very sour. So my kids will still eat them. They have no issue with eating sour things, but yeah, they were too sticky of a mess to eat on the way home. There's 1 bag of these white cheddar puffs. There are several bags of these apple cinnamon cheddar and caramel crisps. I just put up here what would fit to kind of make it work. I think there's probably maybe 4 or 5 more of these. There's 3 bags of the Himalayan pink sea salt popcorn, and I will get into that whether I should have it or not. A thing of cheddar wisps. Yay, I love those. A thing of Fruity Pebbles crisps that will go for snacks. Some freeze-dried mango, and I think that one's freeze-dried. It feels like it. And bananas, so yay. And then also some sweetened organic banana chips. So my kids absolutely love dried fruit, so they will go through that no problem. A thing of organic tortilla chips, and a thing of blue corn tortilla chips. Like I said, we got all kinds of snacky stuff. 8 individual pouches of these plant-based crackers that we will use for lunches. Those would also be nice for being able to kind of like picnic lunches, or my 2 kiddos that go to youth group, a lot of times I'll send some kind of snack with them to eat on the way there or on the way back. So something like that. This looked like maybe like a healthier, more natural version of Life cereal, which one of my kids absolutely loves. So I thought we would try it and see. We don't do cereal for breakfast very often because otherwise my kids are like hungry an hour later. But I will put it in their snack stuff and they can have a bowl of cereal for snack. And they have no issue with that. So, all right, let's see if I can get this stuff laid back up there somewhat. I picked up 2 of these for my toddler. She's 2 going on 3. So obviously these are a little bit young for her, but they had a bunch of them, and she sits with me in church. She refuses to go back to nursery, which is fine. I have no issue with that. So I always pack her a snack, and she's got like one of the little snack traps, and I'll do like the freeze-dried mangoes, the banana, popcorn, and then these, and I just kind of do a mix of different things. So I thought these would be something different and neat that she would probably enjoy. There is this big 18-pack of Gatorade, and they're the smaller bottles. These are not the unsweetened ones, so my husband and I can't do them, but it will be a special treat for the kids. Usually they drink something called water kefir with dinner, but every once in a while I am out of it because as the house cools down, it ferments slower. So I give them a choice of something like this or sparkling water or, whatever, like juice that I have on hand, that kind of thing. A thing of Marie Callender's Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese, which just looks amazing. I'm sad that I can't have that one and my husband can't, but I figured this would be a good one for throwing in an extra side with dinner that the kids could have. Same with this. We'll do Chinese food at some point, and the kids can have these pork dumplings. That sounds so yummy. Chinese food just in general sounds yummy. These are McMaster Carr. I'm assuming is a brand or something. They're like a puff pastry filled with chocolate. So there are no instructions on them. She said you have to bake them. They're definitely squishy because they're starting to thaw out. They've been frozen. If you know what these are, or could I have a bake time temperature idea, please let me know because I have no clue. It's like a croissant or puff pastry type thing with chocolate in it. So if you know, let me know. If nobody does say anything, I'm gonna throw them in at 350 and bake them for a while, and then check them and bake them for a while and check them and do that. It'll all be okay. She gave me literally the rest of these that they had because she said nobody else was taking them. It's literally apple and blueberry. And my kiddos like these, especially my youngest. She picks that out of snack box quite often. And then there was one of the RX bars. These are a jalapeno cheddar sausage, like, not kielbasa. Brat. That's the word I'm looking for. That is a locally produced and were donated. So I'm excited to try those because that sounds delicious. Obviously, my kids probably won't want them because they're spicy. I got these snacking browns. They kind of look like English muffins, but they're blueberry. And I figured I would throw those in the freezer and the kids can have those with breakfasts. There are 2 things of sprouted whole grain wraps. super excited to get those. And then this is one whole frozen chicken that is seasoned, which is awesome. One step I don't have to do. So yeah, lots and lots of useful, yummy stuff. We are definitely good on snacks for the next however long, until we need to hit pantry again or until one is open again. Yeah, I know all of this is going to get used. Like, sometimes we'll come home. That's the nice thing about the shopping, is that I only pick up things that I know that we will use. Occasionally I will pick up something and go, oh, we might be able to use that, and then we all taste it and we're like, oh, that's awful. But I said no to like some frozen meal thingies that I knew my kids wouldn't eat because they were spicy and they were too high carbs for me or my husband, those kind of things that it's like, I love the fact that we get to shop because there's nothing ever wasted. And if we find something that we don't like, I always try to pawn it off on somebody else. Or if it's something that none of us like and we can feed to our chickens that then turn it into eggs, then I'll do that. But I mean, we really waste so very little food in our house, so very little food. So yeah, not a huge deal, but yeah, I'm happy to get all of this. That seasoned chicken is screaming my name. Them jalapeno sausages. I ate a couple of those sour Skittle thingies, and man, they were yummy. I gotta stay away from those, but yeah, I'm always excited to get the snack type stuff because my kids love having snacks, and it's something that generally I don't buy because of expense. So, and then I might hide those from the kids. All right, so that is everything. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.